What is it like grieving a loved one as a medium? I'm going to tell you. My name's Stacey Louise. I am an intuitive medium, and when people find out I'm a medium, they ask me a ton of questions. And because I am in some grief support groups, I get a lot of the same questions. And one of them is, what is it like as a medium when you lose somebody close to you? So I'm going to summarize here. For me, it really has shifted my perspective on death and grief. And I know this sounds terrible, but knowing what I know now and experiencing what I've experienced, there's more of a peace around death. There is almost a beauty around death. Now, when it's someone close to me, it is harder, of course. Knowing what I know and believing what I believe does not surpass the feelings of grief that I experience. I kind of tell people it's like healing between worlds, because I have to walk through the 3D process of grief and loss and trauma around losing people I've loved. But I also feel this beautiful, like, spiritual completion that happens in their life with their soul. I can feel my loved ones around. They often come to me in dreams. I will get messages from them through friends, through my children, through other intuitive people and mediums that I know, as well as readings. I do have moments when I can feel them and actually kind of connect with them, but it kind of took years after the loss, I think, until I was healed enough to really have those experiences, because I'm just human. So like many of you, when we're really deep in grief, it's really hard to feel our loved ones around. It's the same for us. But yeah, I just, I think because I recognize the signs and I know and I believe the signs, my loved ones would commandeer my playlists. They would show up in dreams. They would send me messages in other ways, whether it's through animals, or I would see a truck with a saying on it, just as I was thinking about my dad, and it was something he would say, those kinds of things, but in a way, I think it adds a little bit of a relief to the death process, because I really can feel their souls, and their souls are at peace. And I know on some level this was part of a plan I don't understand, because I just have this little human brain with all these human emotions, right? But I feel it in my soul that there is a bigger purpose, and I never stop trying to learn and to understand that. I also have seen, I'm about 5 years out from losing my husband and 6 years out from losing my dad. So it was like boom, boom. And both sort of unexpected. And I can tell you this, as we heal on this side, their souls heal on the other side. And I have felt that shift, and it's kind of a beautiful thing. And it really has helped me to be okay healing. I think a lot of times when we grieve, we feel guilty, moving on, being happy, finding joy, when we feel like we should just be grieving. And they want us to be happy. They truly, truly do. And as we heal, as we can do the bittersweet work of being joyful and also grieving them, or wishing they were there, or including them in our energy when we do have a joyful day, it heals them as well. Like, their vibration gets lighter too. Like, they're growing energetically on the other side, just like we are here in our soul. It's similar over there. So anyway, that my brief, not so brief explanation of that. But I will tell you some stories later on about when my dad was on hospice, and the kind of crazy experience I had with that. So stay tuned as I share little tidbits about what life is like as a medium.